What's up? This is Jordan for Hollywood Music TV, and I am honored to be sitting here with the legendary band Exodus. What's up, guys?
Not a whole lot. How are you?
Doing pretty good, except it's cold outside.
It's freezing.
It is. How are you liking Winnipeg?
My only real experience right now is the weather, and I'm not liking it at all, but I think the show is going to be better than the weather.
I think so, too. We'll be rocking out with you for sure.
Right on.
Right on. Okay, so you guys have been through so much since you guys first started. Lineup changes, all kinds of stuff. And I had a few fans email me and ask me to say thank you for keeping it going, doing your thing, touring, making good music. So thank you from the fans.
Awesome. They're very welcome.
Okay. So you guys have a new record out. Tell me about it.
It's called The Atrocity Exhibition, Exhibit A. It's actually part one of a two-part record. The part two, will be finished when it's finished, I guess. We have 4 songs completed, though, for it. But, we got at least a good solid year and a half of touring ahead of us before we can even really get around to that. So,
how does it compare to some of your older albums?
It's the greatest thing we've ever done.
Is it?
Right, yeah.
How about you? What do you have to say about it?
I would have to concur with that statement.
How about you, Jack?
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
No, we're really proud of it. It's pretty bone crushing. Yeah.
Okay, so what would be your ideal gift for a fan to throw at you?
Cash.
How about you? Cash?
Cash or gold, silver.
Corvette.
Yeah, Corvette,
Well,
Ferrari.
It depends on the fan. If she's lovely, she could throw her virtue at me, or she could actually throw her morality out the door. That's just,
Okay, so speaking of that brings me to my next question, which is any crazy fan stories from the past?
oh, God, that's so many of them. I mean, what kind of crazy? What are you looking for?
Anything you want to talk about?
Jack, any memories here?
I got one.
Oh, what about the girl
Midget.
in
What about the midget?
Oh, yeah, tell me about the midget right now. I need it in my life. We all need it in our life.
Midget was like running her hand up our legs at a show in Arizona.
Bridget the midget?
No, but it was really creepy. And she had Tom bend down to give her a hug, and she just
saw, it's my birthday. So I'm like, okay, so I reached down to give her a kiss, and she's like, ah.
It's creepy. And then there was the time in Texas in '97 when there was this girl running around the club wearing nothing but black electrical nipple tape and a thong and a cat of nine tails, and she was running around playing like Miss Pro Dom, and but she made the horrible, crucial mistake of coming on stage with us and handing that cat of nine tails to our late great singer Paul Bailoff, who then proceeded to whip the shit out of her. And she thought it was going to be like ooh and that from the first lash, her face just went into shock. Just that hurt. And she wasn't so like cool and smooth after that, as hard as he could. And she just ran. I'm freaky like that too, and she wasn't as freaky as she thought. I mean, she wanted the whole world to think she was freaky, and those are the ones who aren't.
True. Except in my case.
She was running around with no shoes on in this filthy nightclub. By the end of the evening, her feet were as black as my shoes. Really gross.
Everyone's here to see Exodus.
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so one of your fans, Arnold from Missouri, wants to know if you stay in contact with any of the former members of the band.
I talk to Zetro every now and then. Now that we're like, I've forgiven him for his abandonment of the band, but it's not hard to forgive him when I'm so happy with his replacement, Rob. But I haven't. It's been a long time since I've seen Robbie. I haven't seen Rick in some time, but I live 3 hours away from the Bay Area now, so I'm not even anywhere near the neighborhood.
What's your favorite liquor?
Well, it's got to be vodka. It's been vodka for my entire life. I mean, I love a good, Patron night, but, vodka is so versatile.
Okay, how about you?
Mine?
Yeah, favorite liquor?
Tequila.
Tequila? Yeah. How about you, Jack?
Wild Turkey 101.
Oh, yeah.
Whiskey boy.
Whiskey boy.
Okay, so how did the opportunity present itself to work with Nuclear Blast?
Well, we when we made our, reunion official. We recorded Tempo of the Damned on our own. We did not have a record deal, and Andy Sneap, being the great friend that he is, worked for on the consignment basis, I guess you'd say. He'll get paid when we sign a record deal, and so we had this really great finished album to shop, which makes it a lot easier than handing some people some half-assed demos. And and Nuclear Blast was our number one choice.
They're a great company.
They're fans of the band, and not just business associates.
We had some friends with credit cards to do the initial recording.
Yeah, the generosity of many.
Can you tell me how you found your new vocalist?
He was my guitar tech on the Megadeth tour.
Oh, yeah?
And he would have never been my guitar tech had my initial tech done even a subpar job. He was doing a terrible job, and we were in Hollywood, and it was apparent the guy wasn't going to work out, and we could send him back to Northern California for L.A., or we could just grind this out and have to send him back from New York or something. Let's do it now. And a mutual friend, someone the band has known for 20 years, and knew Rob as well, and he called him up and asked if he was ready to leave on a tour that night, and Rob said yes. And had the planets not aligned like that, I probably never met him. And then he hounded me for an audition forever, and I didn't expect much, but I found it hard to turn him down, and he came in and killed it. I was shocked.
The second
In awe? The second time? What happened the first time? Oh, the second day.
time he was just nervous.
Scared shitless.
Yeah, he was really nervous, and we were like, oh no.
He still throws up every night before we
Yeah.
play.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is he right now?
Sleeping.
Taking a little nappy nap.
Fucking lazy bum.
Okay, how do you feel about the state of the music industry because of sites like LimeWire and Napster? Have you guys suffered any because of that?
Well, everybody does, but I'm not going to sit and snivel about it. There's nothing we can do, but there are people who will download your stuff in advance because they're huge fans, and then they'll go out and buy the vinyl, the CD, the limited edition, everything. And then there are people who just won't, and
You must have to come up with pretty out of the box kind of ways to make up for that.
you try. Now you're really dependent on tour income and merchandise and stuff, but it's just the way it is, and it's not going to change. It makes me long for the days of just cassette tape trading, where there was actually some quality degradation when you made copy after copy. Here it's all perfect digital, mirror image.
True. And how do you see the thrash scene of today? Do you think there's still a place out there for it, or is it kind of waning down a little?
Well, no, it's waning up, if you will, because for the last 5 years, everybody's telling me, what do you think about this thrash metal renaissance, And I always told them, look, I just played Fort Collins, Colorado for 20 people. I don't see it, pal. But this tour has been 1,000 leagues better than anything we've done since, Temple of the Damned in 2003. The shows have been phenomenal. Everything's been really good. So maybe for once I'm actually seeing some results.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
It is. It's a good thing. So if you guys could give one piece of valuable information to up-and-coming thrash bands, what would it be?
Learn a trade.
Learn to weld, or plumbers make really good money.
How about you?
Yeah, get ready for a long ride.
Long ride. You heard it here
RPT
first.
is a good field. There will always be a need for new housing because we do not know how to stop breeding. So